Hey, good morning, guys. Welcome to Pat Pace Performance Weekly Live. We'll take it easy on her today. She's not doing so well. Trying to think of how I could word this without you know what? When she comes down, if she wants to talk about it, we could we'll go down that path. But we lost a member of the family 2 days ago, and she's not taking it so well. I understand. We are the epitome of opposites attract, so her reaction is different than mine. So, it is what it is. So let's go through the chat. Let's see what's going on. It is Saturday. It's an absolutely beautiful day. Good morning, Henry. How are you? You are always first to flight. KCB short, not too far behind. How are you? Good morning. You are up bright and early. So that means you are out picking, or you're out flipping, or you're out selling something, because I know you've been absolutely grinding. You've been an absolute, animal. And I know in the beginning of the season, you were talking about falling short of goals. If you fell short of your goal this year, I'd be shocked as stuff, because it's just absolutely phenomenal what you're doing. And again, like I said, if you guys are on Instagram, top 2 people on Instagram you must follow: KCB and Craig Camp at NCM Engineering. After that, it's just all of us. But 110%, if you're on Instagram, follow those 2. If you're not on Instagram, get on there. You could follow us, of course. But definitely those 2 accounts, 110%, get on there. And it's just, like I said, the quality of work and the amount of stuff that they do, absolutely amazing. KCB, first thumbs up. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Good morning, Ken. How are you? I never heard back from you. So if you want, shoot me a text message. Let me know what you would like to do about the parts that you need, and I could definitely get them out for you.
Hi.
Good morning. How are you?
A little bit better than yesterday.
Good. KCB got up nice and early.
Aw, that's great, Casey. Casey's probably hustling and bustling.
Good morning, Rich. How are you? So the missus watched one of your videos and she told me about it, and I have to go through it.
I thought it was great.
But, a lot of small engine content creators, because I hate the word YT, can't stand it, shy away from electrical repairs. How about this? Electric powered equipment we shy away from. I am the epitome of that. I say no. The only thing I do is I'll handle maintenance. I will not do any repairs unless it's something simple and silly.
He's even got me trained. If I find a curb find, it's really got to be like ready to go, because otherwise
there's no way you could tell it's ready to go if it's bad.
But the one I stopped, wires were it looked like it was
we've sold battery. I would say that we have sold electric powered equipment because it just happened to come with us. Like, I'll go on a pick, and if it's like $1, why not while I'm here? Now, that's something you have to sell out of your house, because who the hell is going to transport a generator? And usually it's like free money to me. I'm not making a lot of money on it. I remember I sold a electric powered pull-in chainsaw for like $50. I think I paid $5 for it. So while I'm there, it's foolish, in my opinion, to not make any money. Even if I paid $1 for it and I sold it for $5, I mean, you're literally walking out of your house, plugging in the plug, handing it to them, and then it's see you later, love you, bye. To me, that's like free money besides the electricity that you use. I mean, that's just me. That's just us. That's just me. I will buy any battery-powered equipment as long as it runs and sell it for any amount of money. There has not been that battery-powered, electric-powered chainsaw is the most expensive electric-powered piece of equipment I have ever sold. So
what was the really good? I don't know if it was a trade-in or someone gave it to you. Remember the really nice woman or ladies that gave you like all those batteries once? They were very nice.
That. Okay, so
They were really
this is why we
nice.
keep her.
That
You
was
guys remember on our
cool.
YouTube channel, we did a couple of snowblower reviews
Mhm.
on Sunjo.
Oh yeah.
They were blue, battery-powered
Mhm.
snowblowers. I got those for free from a group of ladies who do estate sales and
That was
clean
nice.
outs, and they didn't know what to do with them. So I says, bring them over. What's the worst I could say? No.
Mhm.
So they brought them over. They said that they did them a favor, and everything literally looked brand new. Manuals, batteries. I don't know why they had 3s of the single state. They had 1 2-stage, and I held on to them for almost 2 years because we didn't have snow, right?
Yeah.
And then we ended up selling a couple of them for like $100, and then her coworkers wanted one,
Mhm.
and I modified the impeller, and I warned them about battery-powered machines. They still took into it, and I sold them at a price to them that there is no animosity if it didn't live up to their
It
expectations.
reflected everyone's expectations.
Yes,
right?
but with them, I gave that 2-stage the best chance to get with a modified impeller. We didn't hear anything from
No.
them, so I guess no
was
news
that
is good
our
news.
first a battery-powered modified impeller snowblower?
Yes. I
Cool,
was
right?
looking forward to holding on to it to do like a little bit of a review, but unfortunately,
Oh, you want to know
sold it.
something? I know exactly who he sold it to, and yeah, they were happier than a clam.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
So,
Yes.
we didn't know about
Yes.
battery-powered snowblowers until the neighbors across
Mhm.
the street from us got one, and I was kind of
Leery?
taken back.
Oh, taken back. Okay.
Because I do what I do right across the street. And it's like, why don't you just come? And they didn't. And I think at the time it was like $800 they spent because the delivery guy dropped it on their and left and walked away. And I'm like, came home from work? What the heck? Get the peepers out? What can I say? Oh, really? And the first storm they had it, they left it at the end of the driveway. I think it either ran out of batteries, ran out of juice, or the machine was clogged. It was a combination of both. And that was the end of that. I'd never seen it ever again. And if you guys remember, they contacted me to do snow removal. And they did a video of me doing snow removal in their driveway with the SnowCheck 24. And the whole thing was, listen, snowblower driveway, leave a bill in the mail, and we'll pay you. So I got up like 3 o'clock in the morning because I wanted to blow snow. Because by the time it would be time to blow snow and like melt away. So when they woke up, their driveway was clean. I didn't get a thank you. I didn't get like one iota of acknowledgement. I wasn't even going to charge them because I was having tons of fun. So after that, helping them was wiped off the table. Even if they wanted to pay me, no thank you.
Remember, it costs nothing to be kind.
Yes.
And a thank you is free.
Goes a long way. All right, so speaking of thank you going a long way, if you guys didn't watch that video that I posted the other day, okay, we have told you guys many, many times on our lives, and mostly on our lives. I don't remember saying anything in one of our videos, but we're a big fan of, if you see something, say something, always help and give back if and when you can and when the time calls.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was something that I documented. One to cover myself. I am a little bit worried nowadays that if you help somebody, sometimes to a certain extent, it could bite you in the butt for some sort of reason. But still, I always try and put my best foot, my best, thought forward. So, me recording, I have other recordings like that. It's just to protect myself. God forbid
someone says you did one thing and
yes. So that is not the case. So that was just, that whole premise that, what we practice, what we preach here on the channel. And that was just something that I want to share and elaborate and really press home, with you guys. And something like I did that day and many other times cost nothing.
It's really important that Mr. and I had a talk. And one of the reasons when I met the Mr., what I love about him so much, there is a huge part of him that when I met him, and still to this day, I was raised by my mother, who was, if you noticed at the end of his video, it's like there are, we have to kind of be the angels on earth. My mother, which this Wednesday is the anniversary of her passing. So just like between, I don't know if you've mentioned the puppy this week, and then my mother this week is June 23rd. It's just, and then we're not even going to get into the beginning of July is Grandma Brooklyn's anniversary. It's just a really bittersweet time. And so, but when we talk about paying it forward and doing the right thing, the one thing I loved about him, and I would hope vice versa, like we've always been those type of people that like you see something, say something, you don't have to be rewarded for doing the right thing. I think we live in a society today that like people want to be, a pat on the back. That's not why the Mr. put that video out there. He put that video out there so that just to raise awareness that like things are happening all around you, and sometimes people don't stop and help. And who cares if you're on the clock? Who cares if you're coming home from work? Who cares if you're on your way? Or if it's the weekend, it's your free time. And you know what? It doesn't have to be big things. It doesn't have to be if you see, a car crash or if someone's injured. There's little things every day in people's lives. It doesn't have to be an injury. Sometimes some people just need a, hey, how you doing today? Sometimes some people just need a, you're looking great today. It's so funny. My mother always said, at the end of the day, paying it forward and doing the right thing and being a great person, sometimes that asking someone how their day is going at work, maybe your coworker is just having like a rough day, and that little bit, or a stranger even, you just might have made their day. I told the mister, I said, at this time of the year when I reflect on my mom, so many people I met when she passed that I didn't even knew were in her life. And they said she was just like an angel on earth. And those are the things that like one day when we're no longer here, you, us, this channel, whatever, this is our legacy. Those are the things you want people to remember about you. Like, it's not the money you had in the bank. It's not the treasures you had around you. It's like, what kind of person were you? Were you good to people? Did you pay it forward? Like that's, I even think about his grandma Brooklyn. My God, she ran a children's baseball league at 90 something years old, and basketball. Like this woman, when you heard the things people had to say about her, the things that she said and did for people at her age, her whole life, the little things.
So she was such a staple in the community. They don't call, what do they call the precinct? The police precinct would send a car and pick her up and take her to events and meetings because she was unable to drive. If Accessorite wasn't able. Auxiliary, yes, they would send her, pick her up, take her places if she needed it, and it was good. It was good. We always knew that she was taken care of, watched over, and taken care of. She was always
not just by them, but the community as a whole.
Yes.
Guys,
even though the community changed around her, she never did.
That's a legacy. Like I know our channels are legacies, and the money you make to have for your families, but being a good person, that's the ultimate legacy.
So that was just basically, the whole premise of that. I mean, so if you guys have questions about that, feel free to ask. Until the video's, self-explanatory. I don't want to do no intro. I don't want to put any music to it. It's just straightforward, to the point in, and out.
A life reminder.
New milestone hit, 77 moments sold. Congratulations, Casey. I know you've been, so I have a question. Excuse me. On Instagram, you've been saying you've been partnering her up and going halves. If you don't mind me asking, why are you doing that, and what's the metrics like? Are they finding it for you, and then you guys split the cost, or you guys like, I'll find it, you fix it, if you don't mind me asking the dynamics of that and how that works out as far as partnering up with splitting, profits and stuff like that, with machines. If you don't mind me asking.
Sounds like something we're going to be doing over the summer. We're going to be partnering up. I'll be finding the equipment. He'll be selling. I'll make sure I find lots of two-stroke.
So I have a buddy of mine that we partner up, but we don't partner up in the sense that if I find something, I'll send it towards him, and it's vice versa. And there's literally no money exchanged. He helps me out if I need help. Talking about Brian.
Oh yeah,
Brian.
Real nice guy.
And then if he needs help, I help him out. I mean, I think
he put us on to the I know more me because he's never gone, but he put us on to the small shop, like the non-advanced auto, where I got all the belts from when we needed belts. And I really like the place, so I appreciate him. He's a great guy.
No, he's very good, and I believe. That's just my personal bet. I also have a very good relationship with this kid 5-Speed Ash in Lindenhurst that we absolutely adore.
Okay, I would take this kid in my house. 5-Speed, if you're watching right now, I got plenty of rooms, honey.
Nick from Belport, or Nick from Medford, who is now. We have a fantastic relationship. Of course, Henry Mowers and Blowers, but we hit this mantra home that I believe. Let's just say I have something for sale, and my buddy Brian's like, hey man, I could really, really use that. I'm like, right now, buddy, it's yours. Just pay me whatever I have into the machine if it's a significant amount. If not, just take it. But if you need it and you're going to seek profit from it, then there's going to have to be some sort of monetary, exchange. The same thing with parts, but it's kind of tricky because I don't do a lot of parts. Mm-hmm. But if he needs something from me, just take it. I'm not looking for anything. And it's the same thing with vice versa. He helped me out with the build tremendously. If he didn't help me out with that Lawn Boy build, that build would have been in the negative. We were in the negative already because time is money. But then I think that Lawn Boy that we restyled, restored, and upgraded, that 521 with the Hemi Predator on there, I made $60 after that was all said and done. If he didn't give me the rims and tires and I would have to buy that, we would have been in the negative.
I would have had to leave the jelly off our peanut butter and jelly for a few nights.
Yes. And then I'm going to be doing, I guess, just a quick little video for you guys. Some of you guys ask about how I store things to a certain extent. You won't get all of that, but you guys always ask about our project pile and all this other stuff.
Hold on. Maybe I should do the video on that, actually. How he stored things versus how the missus has to run in every couple of months and rescue him and reorganize him. Because any of you remember the video a couple months back on the shed situation? Well, all I know is I went back there recently and I had all the tires in a certain place. I walk out, he's got a stack of tires outside the shed again. I said, Maron. I said, what is he doing? Thank goodness I got a few days left of a certain schedule that I normally run. And then one day he's going to come home and he knows the drill. Everything's getting pulled out. Mama, 5-Speed, get ready for a phone call, sweetheart.
He still has another tip. So, we have been blessed in the sense of you guys seen what happened with COVID, phenomenal sales and repairs. Then we had the storm, phenomenal sales and repairs with generators.
Very
and
blessed.
Then we got hit with snow after 2 years. I mean, now I'm looking at our project pile. Like, listen, there is some of this I haven't touched in a couple of years. And, it's got to go.
Think of it like garbage in your house. Just keep it going.
So my first person to reach out with is Henry. If you guys check out his channel in the past, I've given him loads and loads and loads. This year, respectively, he decided to throttle back and he won anything. So then I called Nick, 5-Speed Ash, and, he took 3 truckloads so far, and he still has more to go.
And this is no disrespect to Nick or Henry, but I got to be honest, the Mr. knows, maybe this is because of the educational world I come from. My first choice, I have to be honest, is really going to be 5-Speed. Franco, if you lived closer, it would be you. I am really big on wanting to give our project piles to someone of a younger generation and pay it forward. Guys, you put the tools in their hands and they want it. Sky's the limit. And 5-Speed, he's a great young man. He does great things with the things we give him.
Yes.
And most importantly, so polite, thanks to his mama.
He's still in high school.
She's beautiful. 17
years old.
And I got to tell you, he's so appreciative. When he comes by, like the thank yous, I see the way the two of them talk with each other. we are very happy to help him out, and he's helping us out too. So that's how you pay it forward each other.
So Nick is 17 years old. He works out of a little 1x1 shack. Do you think I complain about
a shack? It's a startup.
But that means absolutely nothing. That means absolutely nothing. The kid's an absolute monster.
You are not defined by your space.
Repairs. He doesn't do repairs for people. I've tried because he's very good with two-stroke. I've tried.
He may not just be there yet.
He just doesn't want to do with it. So he does repairs. He has a tremendous eBay business where he will break down machines for parts and sell them for parts. Like an example, the crankshaft from those 550EX, the plastic, apparently was worth like $50-$60.
It's phenomenal.
So, I think what I think is junk, Nick will break it down, and he just does tremendous value. And, through his hard work, forget about us. Nick has done some phenomenal things for him and his mother. And there's just plenty more to come with. Kids definitely going to go places. And because of COVID, right, he only has to go to school for an hour or two. Then after that, he is flipping and he's just doing phenomenal things.
And he does well in school too. I mean, he's a triple threat. So
yes. So
and at 17, can you imagine? Right? Sky's the limit for this kid. It's
I think
great.
I had like 25, 30 pieces of equipment. I think like 10 or 15 of them were snow blowers, and the rest were. And he's like, dude, these need. I'm like, I just didn't get to it. I just didn't. And it's just got to go. I'll figure something else out, And then I've been throttling back with buying stuff because I'm trying to go through my project pile myself so I don't have to give it away. So it's just so we're just trying to find that equal balance. The only time I've been going out and buying equipment is to just fill a void. It's okay. A void or a null in our inventory.
Like when you needed 250 mower.
Yeah, we need a $200 mower. Right. I sold a $300 Honda lawnmower, so I needed to go out and buy another $300. I needed buy another Honda lawnmower to have for $300 for people.
And what I find funny is when he fills the void, and then he posts it. And then it's gone, and it's like,
yes, it happens.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
refill the void. We have some great comments.
Yeah, so congratulations, Casey, once again.
And he talks about
what he asked. Okay, only trash day. Yep, forget envelopes. Finally got my stickers. Congratulations, Thomas. How are you? Hope all is well. I got your message on Instagram, so give me some time to get through it. I'm glad you are doing well. Remember, stay safe and take care of yourself. Good morning, Mr. Wiley. How are you? Too rich. Funeral for my uncle who died.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry to hear that. I was okay. Probably today.
I think you jumped, honey.
You jumped by mistake.
Because you don't have my scroll.
He doesn't drive, so I do. Okay. We both find stuff. He does the work. It's all and fabrication. We both do our own stuff as well. What a great relationship to have. I don't do repairs. I know. 50-50 on purchase. He doesn't drive, so I do the hauling.
And you missed Arch and you missed Franco.
I missed Arch.
Okay, I had to get the scrolly because the Mister's big fingers.
Good morning, Uncle Arch. How are you, Franco? Good morning. How are you as well? Bear Spares. How you doing, pal? Are you stocking up on snowblowers? How are you making out this year? He does the work. Dick Small Engines, how are you? All is well. Thank you for asking. City Guy was here again this past week, so I'm purging again scrap price. Yeah, so I heard scrap prices or values going up. The City Guy is here. What neighbors are calling on you? You should resolve that. We could talk about our neighbors. Good morning, Grandpa Kevin. How are you?
Oh, here we go. What
are you doing?
You get all wild. Hold on. The Mister gets a little crazy. He misses people. Did you say hi to Arch?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't say hi, Uncle Arch. I didn't get to say hi to Franco. Hi, Franco. I miss Franco. He probably is off to work already.
Well, he wanted you to get docked for.
Who?
Ken is talking about Feinberg. He said that, did I get docked for going on the call? He's just a ball breaker. I mean, take him with a grain of salt. He's a ball breaker. Once in a good mood, I'll squeeze a good comment at him.
There's always a
That's just his mantra. I didn't take it personal, and you shouldn't take it either. But I understand if you don't know him, that's just his thing.
Sense of humor. Oh, that's fantastic. Nothing like a job who will get you some certifications
that you
while
can
you're
take
there.
someplace else. Yep. Boom. Soak it all up. Absolutely.
Love it. Excellent. Yeah, exactly. That's what we're all about over here. Some good karma. You know what? And if there's going to be a place that's going to write you up or dock you because you stopped to help someone else, then they need to reconsider their priorities then. I highly doubt it. Oh, hi, Spears. I missed you too. I know he said hi. Okay. All right. Did you get here?
Yep.
Okay. All right, here. I'll let you get back to, because then you know where you were.
Yeah, we talked about the city, see his neighbors. All right, so our neighbors, we have, I don't want to put visually. Anyway, there's a really tree, the neighbors that we don't get along with, there's a tree in our yard.
It's a river birch.
That they can't stand.
And in all fairness, see, this is, I think you can tell why I have a better relationship with them than he does. From their perspective, I understand. It's these little pieces that get all through the house. But, we've tried to have this taken care of before, this tree. They have one on their side too. So we're working on getting that removed together. They have theirs they want removed also. So I thought they were doing it this week though, and they never came.
I'm trying to get healthier too. Believe me, I'm trying. It's hard. So with that whole mantra, the tree guy was supposed to come Wednesday, so we emptied out the driveway so the tree guy can come in. That's what he asked for.
Yeah.
He never came. So now my whole thing is, forget it, one and done. Sorry, if you want to cut the tree down, now you guys are gonna have to figure it out on your own. To me now, because I know that tree is a pain in there, you know what? That tree is priceless because of all the grief they put us through. That's just me.
To me, that's being a little, I think they were wrong for telling us the day it was going to be removed, because I almost took off a half a day to be here for it. So I'm glad I didn't.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, I'm a little bit more flexible, I guess the word would be. Listen, if he went
down a path I feel is irreversible. Sorry.
If he wants to make some plans to make sure this is getting taken care of, we'll get rid of it. We had wanted to get rid of it at some point anyway.
Yes, but now we know that it has value. Why would you get rid of something that has value? Just saying.
Oh boy.
There's value in that.
I just didn't know why this couldn't be done when my schedule's a little bit more lenient, not when we only have how many days left. That's all.
Man the mowers, how are you doing? I know you got that free John Deere. I wish you were closer. I would definitely take that motor off your hands. And we'll talk about motors. Chris, look at him, cool. Time to fix a little pricey, but take care of bugs and spiders. So Chris must have asked a question.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't see that one. Good morning. So I am late spraying the patio for ants. They're a pain. All right, so we struggle with ants for the longest time. So we have a regiment.
They were my arch nemesis, Chris.
So what we do is, you guys see, I put it in my lawn care. There's the Spectracide. I put that down on the property religiously, whatever the bag says, I forget it is. And then I spray the perimeter of the house, the foundation and all that stuff with, the bug be gone. The only year that we were successful in not seeing any ants is when I redid the deck. And that 20-pound bag of Spectracide for the bug killer, I poured that right underneath the deck before I covered it with the wood. Because I guess that dirt holds moisture and it doesn't get a lot of sun to dry it up. I think maybe that's like their honey hole. Who knows? But we've tried everything.
Now, Chris, I have to ask.
I'm too cheap to call a freaking exterminator.
Are these those larger ants, or are the small, like sugar-looking ants? Because listen, we have one spot of the house where we have those larger ones, and the other side where we for years struggled with the small sugar ones. And I got to tell you, I have managed to get rid of those smaller ones, and it was year after year. And it's not by the stuff that he's talking about. It is it's the little stakes that you get at Home Depot that you put in the ground. They also come in the little tray as well. It's underneath the sink. You want to grab the orange box?
What?
Because it's the same company that he can buy. But is it the large or the small ants you're talking about? That's going to be the key question, because this doesn't get rid of the large guys. Is there an orange box? Yeah, bingo. I get these, Chris, and this got rid of. So, Chris, I put these out on the deck. And then this same company makes stakes. There it comes in a green box. I put them around the perimeter outside the house for the last 2 years, we don't have a single problem anymore. Nada. In the last 8 years, I struggled. The last past, nothing. Not a single thing. And I gotta tell you, they were digging underneath, like by the deck. They were coming in to the side kitchen door. They would even come onto the countertop. I mean, it was terrible. Absolutely terrible. This on your deck, it's going to be annoying for the first 24 hours, but the stakes that go in the ground in a green box, put one literally at like every corner of your house, and then like 2 more at like 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock on your house. You'll never have a problem again. This is the answer.
So YouTube is a beautiful thing. So when we had ant problems, I did a lot of research through YouTube. So the whole thing with Terra is it doesn't kill them right away. It brings
them and they carry it back.
So what happens is if the queen ant or whatever senses there's something wrong, it'll move the colony someplace else. So you're killing them and you're relocating them. So that's it.
So I noticed, yes. So Ken, we would only put this open on the decks when the dog wasn't around. If you have dogs, that's why they recommend the one in the green box, the stakes, because you can bury those in the grass. And as long as you're keeping the dog away from like if you put it in like the front yard, remember they're attracted towards it, right? And they're bringing it back to the colony. So you don't have to put it in parts of the yard that you know your dog might be attracted to it. You could put it like if you take the dog out in the back, put it in the front yard then. We just went ham, and the times that the dog wasn't out there, we took the dog for walks instead and kept them out of the yard. We put them at all the 4 corners and 9 and 3 o'clock. It worked fantastic.
Jesus Christ, James! Remind us where you're from. If we had 300 lawnmowers here, she would kill me. 2,
well, it depends.
I mean, yeah, obviously.
Are you stockpiling 300, or were you literally like? You bought them in, you had them moving out. You bought them in, you had them moving out. Like, that's different. I tell them all the time. There's a difference between looking like a junkyard, and there's a difference between, like, Chris, we're taking in 20, we're pushing them out. We're taking them in, we're pushing them. I like flow. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got flow, fantastic. Stockpiling that many, if you got the room, God bless, and you do the rest.
Good morning, Donnie. How are you? Hope you and Cindy are doing well.
Just thinking about you the other day.
We've been talking to Bob over at Double White. We've been talking about it. So I've been sorry I haven't been interacting with you. Hopefully, you're punching your ticket with AMC. Just if you have any questions, message me. And then look at my Time Master video, Donnie, and then you'll see what I'm talking about.
And Donnie, you'd be so proud of me. I let him do a little investing on my end for my new next ride, and we did good. So even I'm venturing into this. Listen, I am not a skeptic, Donnie. I'm the girl. If you sent me to Vegas,
guys, we're talking about investing.
Donnie, if you sent me to Vegas and you were like, "Here, honey, here's 100." I'm the girl that's got to come home with, if I lost my shirt, I got to come home with at least like 25 in my pocket. Like I'm not risking everything. So I'm a lot more cautious than he'll ever be. So he told me about, was it a month ago? He was like, trust me on this one. We're going to put a little in X, Y, and Z, make a little extra for your little down payment on the new ride. And I'm like, I trust you. He did so good. So Donnie, I'm drinking the juice. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. and Steve Small Engines, I know you're going to be watching at some point. I did not drop the ball on the baseball backpack blower competition challenge. I just got to get the time, man.
I got to
get the time.
You got to get a softball.
Softball, wiffle ball, whatever it's got to be.
It's better to have something than nothing. But absolutely, yes. So just check out that video. The first couple minutes, there's a little gem in there for you.
Oh, a gem.
Little gem.
Donnie, you're so lucky. A gem.
Yeah, so that's like we were talking about. I mean, I don't want to get too crazy with this, but like I said, I don't want to recap, like I said on the Time Master video, there's gonna come a point in the time where you're going to have, and I can't use the word excess. I want you guys to think that we have boatloads of money laying around. There's going to come a point in time where you have free money that's not being obligated to be spent somewhere. And if you put it in the bank, you earn very little interest rate. If you leave it in the house, it earns absolutely nothing. Or you could invest it and you could potentially turn it into something a whole lot more. Yeah. And you could also potentially lose it. Yeah. Now, I'll be 110% honest, and I think she'll agree with me. She's a school teacher. I'm a union heavy-duty diesel mechanic by trade, right? Doing our careers, we will never be wealthy. It's not happening. Even as successful as we are with the small engine hustle, what she does, like the word wealthy will not be with us. We will be comfortable.
It's for me personally, that's why the doctorate and moving up the ladder for me is taking place. And also for me, it's my remediation business. Like that's where the wealth is going. That's where we're going to be very comfortable. And that's why I'm doing that for our family.
So there's different goals and all the stuff with investing. I don't want to do, but anyway, in order for us, if you were to ever try and become wealthy, if that is your goal, investing in either in the stock market or in other endeavors, they will get you. Like, think about this. You buy a lawnmower for $25. You sell it for $150, your $25 investment. And you know what I mean? And it's just this cycle, and that's how it is. And, we've never talked about our investing goals in the sense of what do we do with whatever we do. But I just know as we get older, this will be, whatever. I'll be honest with you. I've always wanted to do maybe some sort of like real estate investment, or maybe like some bit, I don't know. That's just the plan for me. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's not a pressing goal.
And when I say to you, the last month, the Mister did a little investing on my end. We're talking very little.
Right, so we'll be honest.
Well, full disclosure, it was like $350, and he almost tripled the amount in almost a month. But I'm seeing some more important chat in here that I just want to make sure we get to really quickly.
That's nice talking about, yeah.
And also, what was I going to say here?
Okay, he's talking about stocks. Very, very good. Only stick with AMC or GME. Don't do anything else. There's a lot of distractions out there. Do not get distracted. Eye on the prize. Eye on the prize.
Yeah. And
he's talking about money.
From what I hear from him all the time, hold.
Yes. Yes.
I'm learning the lingo. I'm trying to. Donnie, I'm always thinking about you. Always thinking about your wife.
You guys, like I said, Donnie, and anybody here, if you guys have any issues, if we're more than always willing to help out if and how we can. The closer you are, the easier it is for us to do.
We're always an open ear.
Like I give you an example, I'm going to have a video out coming in at some point. Ken Small Engines, he didn't help me, but he was there for me. And then Ken called me yesterday about something, and I'm still waiting for him to let me know if I need parts, and I'm going to help him out. And that's just a good relationship that we'd like to have, and we share that with others as well.
For those of you in the chat who know us well, who pick up the phone and don't hesitate to call, we talk to a lot of you outside of this lives. If we feel like you are part of the family, listen, we all have our ups, our downs, our triumphs, our troubles. Like we say all the time, we're kind of one big family, and we're all here for you. And we don't stop thinking about you when the lives end. And that is heartfelt in 1000%. Nothing but the truth. Life is bigger than just small engines, folks. We all have a lot going on outside of here. So never feel like you can't reach out. We're easily accessible, and you guys are there for us, so it's only right. That is what life is about, right? We just got talking about kindness matters. So please be there for each other.
Be the best version of yourself.
Absolutely.
Click on James, yeah.
Okay.
I sell a lot of used parts. I service mowers, and I flip them. My shop is on the coast. The number I said is why it's my lot now. All right, so as from what I understand, I guess you have a business, so that's absolutely phenomenal.
That's great, James.
Parts are fantastic. If you have like a website or a link, drop it down, because Bear Spares I use for snowblower parts. And if anybody ever needs any lawnmower parts, that'd be a great thing to do. I buy a lot of my parts if I need off eBay, but always good to, cut eBay out because there's fees and whatnot and go straight to the source. I always like going straight to the source. I'm waiting on a package to come in the mail. Remember, I told you guys I bought $100 worth of Briggs & Stratton air filters. I bought 100 air filters for $100. It was $1 a piece.
Whew, I
Shipped
thought
to
it
my
was
front door.
American flag Speedo.
Shipped to my front door plus taxes. It was a phenomenal deal. So that's why I'm very easy to just throw air filters in machines. My money return is great. Now I went to go get air filters and I realized I have like 5 or 6 left.
From that big box?
For that big box.
Oh my God. That was like the never-ending box.
And then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to have to do another 100. Wow. And believe it or not, obviously prices have gone up. They're not $1.
Was it painful? Are you feeling warm?
No, they want like an extra $15 for that 100 pack. And I emailed them and they says, just do the price. I understand. I found a new contact that I'm actually going to be getting air filters for absolutely less than $1. So I'm waiting for them to come in before I...
Wow. No wonder he said last night, do you want extra pepperoni on our pizza? I said, absolutely. I didn't realize you came into so much extra money.
Yeah.
You big spender.
So we'll see.
Amen, Ken. Between he does all this with the stocks. I know I talk a lot about my remediation business, but the other little business I have on the side, I know you guys hear the word legacy business. What that means is when I stop doing it, all the clients that I have that work for me, I can stop doing the business and I will forever receive a check from the business.
It's called residual income.
Absolutely. And now the buzzword is legacy, a legacy income. And at the end of the day, guys, it's out there. I didn't even know such things existed. That business is now almost 7 years. It's out there. You have to educate yourself, get yourself, everything's at your fingertips, bottom line. Ken, you're all about the money. Hey, it doesn't hurt.
Keep it up. I save money, invest in my side hustle. Since the start I got. You know what? If you have a separate account that she doesn't know about, if anything ever happens, then you always have an...
Something you like to share?
No. Next comment.
Next
comment.
Idiot.
Okay, we spoke about that.
Spoke about that. Do you guys follow the FIRE movement?
No, I do not. Do elaborate. You guys need to do an investing channel. So
we're still learning ourselves.
I know you've messaged me that I should do an investing channel because I do crypto as well. I don't like losing money and I don't want you guys to lose money. But so I would just give you guys like a general overview. I won't tell you buy this, buy that, like that. And I don't want to get, caught up in that. I don't know. If you guys have questions about stuff like that, I'll be more than, happy to
It's one thing to give people advice, but when you're playing with someone else's money, really know
I like to just kind of set money aside and forget it. I don't try and get rich quick because if you do, then that's how you get burnt. Asking how I know. And I'm greedy.
Always fun FaceTiming with Jason.
Yes.
You're a brave soul, Ken, because on any given day, it's one thing if this man is fully clothed or what exact thing he's up to or doing. So, be careful when you press that FaceTime button. You never know what you're going to get on the other end. Life is unfortunately full of potholes.
So it's full of potholes, but what can you do with a pothole? You can repair it so things can be fixed. That pothole is not permanent. It is temporary. I cannot stress that more than enough.
Amen.
You'll have a life. Absolutely.
Absolutely. And you know what? I think it's important that we don't forget everybody does have a life outside of YouTube. And you know what?
And that's their choice. They can do
what you do outside of here is totally your choice.
We hope it makes you happy.
We hope it makes you happy. We hope if you're going through anything difficult, we hope that you lean on the people here that care about you too. And at the end of the day, I think people sometimes, even when people are commenting in people's chats, you always have to remember that person behind the video, they are larger than their channel. They have a life beyond that machine they're fixing. And I think that's important to remember.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, my wife and I don't mind interacting with you guys, but in the past we've had it out with, I wouldn't say we've ran into issues with other people where they message us and we don't answer them in a time respective manner that they feel is necessary. We're talking
like that. And it's like, oh.
It is weird.
Riley Boy had a hospital appointment yesterday for scoliosis. We got it all in the clip. Amen. We like the good news.
Connor, good for you. Good for you. Good for you.
This guy's living corporate life right now. Thomas Andrews,
yep.
A beer with the boss at the end of the week. Look at you, buddy. I am so happy for you. You're doing great. Where else can you go to get advice about small engine stuff? You know what?
Yeah, we're full circle.
Hey, whatever's on our mind.
Like I said before, and I meant that from the bottom of my heart in that Time Master video, right? This channel, I want you guys to be the best version of yourself. And being the best version of yourself is in your heart, in your mind, in your home, and it's just life is just bigger than what we do here and what goes on here. And I want you guys to, right? This small engine, whatever we do here, empowers you and gives you the confidence and the know-how and the gonads to go out there and just tackle it all, right? You see me fail on this channel, right? Chris Small Engines, right? First attempt in learning, right? So when my failures can turn into your success, or even if you go something outside, like I keep telling you guys over and over again, like I preach, like if you guys work on small engines, you could work on your cars. You could work on your cars, you could work on your house, and so on and so on and so on, and you're saving money. There's not everybody has to do what we do to the capacity that we do it. But if you want to, it's always there. And I know with us, and you guys seen where we had the wash machine video and then the tree taking down, things like that. When things pop up, surprises, right? Life's going to have surprises. It's not as difficult as it should be because you have other things going on to assist you with that. So there you have some backup. And that's what we always want to give you people. I know there's people here that are not here in the US, like Donnie Boy. The American dream is alive and well. If you have hands, you can do something with it. And that's what we want you guys to do.
Anything that makes you happy with those hands.
Oh, Jesus.
I had to. He walked me right into it. Ken, yes. Mick, Ken, my best friend, actually, 40-something years old, still does have scoliosis. And God bless. God bless, right?
Mm-hmm. See, kind of retired. See, you guys dogged me, right? You guys dogged me. Shoulders won't be an issue. You want to know why? Keystart lawnmower, Keystart snowblower, battery-powered weed whacker, everything else. I don't have to yank on things when I don't want to, right? I can't give it up.
Are we still talking about
give it up.
Small engines?
The only thing I have to, yank on is customers' machines.
Oh, I thought you were going to go somewhere else with
Yeah.
that. Sorry. Heads in the gutter. I apologize.
Oh, that's James. He's talking about Romeo.
Oh.
All right, so I didn't.
Oh,
do you want to talk or?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
You guys remember
My
the dog
boy.
that we watched to call my brother Romeo? Remember
he
the last time we spoke
here
about
half the year.
we spoke about it that he was on his last leg. He had a heart condition. He lived 2 years.
King Charles Cavaliers don't typically live to the age that he lived.
Yeah.
And
So in 2019, he was diagnosed with congestive heart failure, and they put him on a series of medications and a very strict diet. He was able to live another 2 years, and he was prime. My parents were going away, and he was supposed to stay with us again this week till they ever decided to come back. And instead of getting the phone call like, hey, we're coming over to drop him off, we got the phone call that, they had to put him down. Obviously, opposites attract. She took the news a little bit harder than me, but then again, Romeo had a very, very good life with us because she always went above and beyond to take care of him. He's very, I can't say difficult, but he was very needy at his age. His diet included salmon and chicken, what dog eats salmon and chicken? You know, that dog, his diet, unfortunately, it is what it is. The times have changed. That he ate better than most, you know, humans. It is what it is. And he also had a slew of medications that were time sensitive, and also at his age, you know, due to our work schedules, at that point, he could never hold his bowels by the time we got home. So every time we got home, there was always, you guys would call it an accident, but we would never get mad at him. We just knew he couldn't, you know, help himself. And the last time he was here, we don't go for walks anymore, be like strolls, because that's how slow he would move. But always wanted him to just get out and exercise, and he wanted to do it himself. He was deaf, so the only way he knew I was home is he would actually now lay up against the front door, so it would hit him. And that's what he would do. All right, let's go for a walk. So, you know, so we knew things were different, and then he collapsed and we had to run him in the house, you know, and so on and so on and so on. So she took that news, you know, very, very hard. And James found out about that. So, you know, we appreciate, you know, your concern, you know, so she's getting better. She's getting better. Things will happen. Cat's out of the bag. Yes. Jason digging the hole. Yeah. We're talking about the side money. I work 16 hours on my mower repair as a diesel job. Hey, listen, like I said, whatever you choose to do with your life is what you want to do with it. And like I said, you know, with us, you know, with our respective careers, you know, to do things outside of work, you know, that really needs to get, you know, things done. Always have separate accounts. I got divorced and she helped me whenever I had my.
Aww. Arch, I'll take you here too. I got room for 5-speed. I got room for you.
You got room for everybody.
Got room for everyone.
A lot of common sense. Trying to increase your income, limit your expenses, invest the difference.
Yeah, we're not. We say it all the time. More so me. He tends to be an enabler of people. I am a big one on you don't live above your means. You just don't. At the end of the day, everybody's allowed to live the lifestyle that they choose. But if you can't afford it, you don't live it. That's the bottom line. I was raised that way. You know, at the end of the day, if you walk into something you can't afford and you got to beg, plead, and borrow from everyone to be able to afford it, you can't afford it. That's the bottom line. It's not unfair. It's not unjust. It's just the reality. That's the bottom line. And if you don't want to get a second job or another means of income to be able to support that lifestyle, then you can't have it. Guys, it's like when a little kid comes up to you and wants a second dessert or wants something, what do we say to them? No, you can't have it. Well, if you don't want to work extra hard for the things you want, no, you can't have it. It's as simple as that, right? It's, guys, children, adults, it's not any different, right? Mm-hmm. Same mentality. You work hard for the things you want.
And we were talking about, I even when we were talking about letting your money work for you. Remember, you guys always talk about like eBay versus Amazon, right? You buy something on Amazon, you get zero return on that. But if you use eBay, remember, you get eBay bucks, and then you use your credit card, and then your credit card gives you incentives. So that's why we always, our go-to is eBay. We rarely use Amazon unless we have to. Yeah. Financial, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That's the goal. Yes. That I don't have too much longer. I'll tell you that.
Oh, you can't believe all you guys. How does this happen?
Oh my God, you're all such good guys. Henry, I could have 5-speed in one. I got a room for Henry, and I still got a room for Art, and I've got room left over. Who else needs to be loved?
Yeah, we don't.
I will cook for you. I will take care of you. I wash uniforms, and you can tinker. Who needs love?
And then one of the rooms has 2 beds, so we actually have room for 2 more people. And if you guys want to shack up, we'll figure this out.
Oh, my love bugs. Guys, I got to be honest, and ladies, I say this as full disclosure in every live. I don't say this so my other female lady friends all throw tomatoes at me, but I don't get how life works out when good guys like Henry and Bear Spares, we know you well, and an Arch, like, how? Like, you guys are you're salt to the earth. It kills me.
Good morning, Antonio. How are you? Hope all is well. I've been seeing your massive freaking 2-haul on Instagram. Talk about a bottomless pit of money. Jesus Christ. My question to you is, right, you have a plethora of tools. Well, how many drills do you have of different brands?
Just do a layout, Antonio.
Amazing.
You know how people do Pimp My Ride, like all their car? Just lay out all your drills. Aw. Oh,
I know you guys are throwing out jokes.
Oh, you're so, guys.
Okay,
you just haven't found the right kind of love. That's all.
Perfect. We have another guy here, Buchini Enjoy. He does brewing. He does snow blowers and stuff like that. So that's absolutely amazing.
Jungle Bob, good morning.
Good morning.
Honey.
How are you? Hope all is well. William I. Good morning. Hope you're enjoying work.
Oh, very nice. There you go.
No, Roger.
No,
they're not expensive. They're not expensive. So Roger, remember the video I posted, right? If you want, message me on, or if you're on Instagram, message me on Instagram. If not, put some model numbers in here. When you get a Keystart battery-powered lawnmower, get the model number of the battery and then pull up a picture. There's going to be a series of numbers on that battery. Buy that battery. It'll be anywhere from $20 to $25. That's your battery. Okay, then from there, go on eBay and look for a cheap charger. I think I buy 2 of them at a time. I think they come out to like $5.63 per charger. Mm-hmm. And then from there, you could build your own harness to charge. So if you need help, I actually have extras of harnesses to help you construct your own. If you want to get your Keystart lawnmower running for yourself and so you don't have to pull anything anymore, we'll help you out somehow, some way. If you're on Instagram, I'm not sure if you're on Instagram, get on Instagram, message me through there or email me and we'll figure something out. I will definitely help you every step of the way. I will help anybody every step of the way if they do not want to pull a cord ever again.
Thanks, Donnie. We appreciate that.
Absolutely.
It's amazing how they become part of the family, right? Mm-hmm. Thomas, we know how much you love your cat. We're so sorry, sweetheart.
Yeah, it takes special. Yeah, she's very special. I could never do all of that.
Thank you. Your daughter adopted a deaf and blind cat. I give her credit.
All those people they all need love.
You
guys will talk exactly
why I don't hang around the Ferrari dealer. Gravely had a backhoe attachment that I used a variety of buckets. One bucket was for digging graves. It would certainly work for pets. Aww.
Very nice.
I'll hang around the Ferrari dealer looking for a divorce. Oh my goodness, you guys are so bad. Donnie, you can bring your wife. We've got extra rooms. We got it. We got this. It'll be so much fun. You could bring everyone. Oh boy. There goes the neighborhood. Thomas and Ken are moving in. Here we go. As long as does Scott hear the welcome? That's it. The neighborhood will never be the same. Antonio, you are a love bug as well. Arch says, thanks, hon. Trying to get my love Liz to be with me. Arch, if there is anything I can do to help with the love connection, I just love these kind of things.
Oh my God.
And I'll make a nice little meal for the two of you. You want me to decorate? You just let me know. You're a local guy. I'm happy to help in the process. Let me know. I thrive off of stuff like that. Prime for a good, hello.
We were just talking about you early this morning. We were just talking about you. You were mentioned early in the live.
What were you priming that you just got here, huh?
Click on.
Oh, wow, Antonio.
Hell, bro.
12 hammer drills and 15 impact drills. What do you, go gadget? Like, which one do you use first? Oh, my goodness.
See? Potluck picnic at the Pate. See, when we clear out the backyard, we could do a whole big shabam.
I love this. So Pate's Performance Bed and Breakfast. You can have breakfast and then go tinker on a machine. We can get rid of the project pile with all these extra hands.
Well, if you would have bought the house in Oakdale, we could have definitely ran it.
I am not living over there. It would be great. Think about this. I'll serve a full spread. And then everybody gets to go to the project pile and get to pick what machine they want to tinker on for the day. And while you guys tinker, I'll work on lunch. How about that? And then we can go up because we live like 5 minutes from the water. Before like we consider what we're going to have for dinner, we'll have some drinks up by the water. We'll unwind, go for a little swim.
How's everybody getting to it? That means you have to buy a deuce and a half.
We'll do multiple trips in Mandingo. We have 3 vehicles here.
Or we could buy a deuce and a half.
We'll get a little mini. We always wanted a mini school bus, remember? We actually talked about this once.
Not me.
We talked about either a mini bus, or maybe that was your mom and I.
Yes. A deuce and a half. Look up a deuce and a half.
We either need a deuce and a half.
I was supposed to buy one, then I got married. She didn't stop me.
I used to look at those.
She didn't stop me. Just other financial obligations came in the mail.
Where are you putting a deuce in anyway? And then we talked about a golf. I still think a golf cart would be so much fun. That would be fun. Donnie, I would not make you work for room and board. If you don't feel like tinkering, Donnie, you could just sit out on the back deck and get some sun all day. I'm fine with that. I'll just cook and clean for all of you guys all day long. I'm fine. We would have so many laughs and have so much fun, wouldn't we? Oh my God, it'd be such a blast. Rob's in. Fantastic. Henry's already on his way. Uh-oh. There goes the neighborhood. And Briggs is coming. Scott, what if we said Briggs could come? We might have to put you on a trial basis.
The neighbors would love him in his yellow car.
Oh, Scott, the neighbor, she might be all over you, honey.
No, the other one.
All over you.
The other one.
Oh, Scott, we've got 2 for you. Depends on if you're okay with the arrangement.
Believe it or not, I'm going to make a video on their lawnmowers. You guys are going to crack up. They're just too much.
It's the best. Yesterday, I'm sitting here doing laundry, bawling in the laundry room.
Yeah, she found one of his bowls.
He's standing, the neighbors, God bless him. He's standing with his whole body pressed against our front glass door. And I go to him, he's yours. Go ahead.
And she's crying with the ball in her hand because she's found one of Romeo's balls.
I usually cry when I have balls in my hands.
Oh, come on.
I set up each hammer drill for specific tasks. As an example, for my DeWalt hammer drill is for muddy dirt work, and my Milwaukee is for concrete only, and my Metabo, am I saying that right?
Yes.
HPT is for things I need for trigger control. Oh, you sound so organized, Antonio. I like that.
We're simple. We have 2 sets of Milwaukee tools at the house. Forget my stuff at work. One's for dirty work, and then the other one is always clean for housework, so we don't get fingerprints. Ask me how I know. How we found out that way. Good morning, Crazy Rebuilds. How are you? So here's the funny part. So Nick's a fellow. He's on the line like us. This week, sales, brutal, dry, but a substantial amount of repairs have been coming in. So one thing offsets another. It's always good to be dimensional. Not all of us are blessed like KCB, who just is literally pumping them out like that. I think we're in that lull that the only time we're going to be selling something now at this point is if something breaks down, you need, or you're moving into a home, or you're just trying to upgrade for what you have. But those upgrades are few and far because, people who want to upgrade, they feel like they can get a better deal. I had someone, I met a pretty good negotiator, and I met my match. And the only reason why I'm holding out is because of egotistical, and I want to make a video about it. So we shall see. Honestly, at this point in the season, I would accept their offer. But I'm just trying to push the envelope just a little much. I'm going to hold out for a little bit, and we'll see. Put it to you this way. Both of us are in no rush.
Oh, you didn't, Bear. Definitely the short bus. Scott has over 300. And there are probably some good ones, too. Mm-hmm. Nice. Antonio says, example, same with impact drivers. None are alike, and they all have pluses and minuses. I think it's so cool. honestly, do I ever stop you from buying any tools?
No, we've actually
I argue with you
yes,
sometimes.
that's right. And Donnie Boy, we argued over. She saw your tool drill for the die grinder,
and I was like, "You need it."
Over it. Said, "No, I don't."
And at work, I get so now it's not so much. Now everybody comes to you at work, but I used to get so mad at him when he would come home and say to me that he had to borrow something from someone at work, and I literally would look at him and be like, why are you borrowing tools from someone at work? Like, get it. I'm a firm believer. If you need it for your career or what you do, you need it. Like, this isn't like you're going out to buy a fresh pair of sneakers, like, because you desire them. Like, you need it. Just get it. Okay, so now we have a pickle. We have many
you guys are gonna have to start shacking up.
We have a bunk bed situation now. So prime for a small time. Chris is in on the Pate's Performance Bed and Breakfast. Who is going to split a bunk bed with Scott? Anybody? Who's doing bunk beds with Scott? Raise your hand. Donnie's in the shop right now. I hope we're entertaining you just a wee little bit, Donnie. I hope we're not disturbing you.
It's early for him. It should be 3-4 o'clock in the morning. That's how you know how busy it is.
Oh, wow. Chris says, I would laugh seeing you two in a Partridge Family.
I don't know what a bus looks like.
like a big, white bus. No. Could you imagine? Would I get to drive or would you drive?
You're older than me, so our difference in
here we go with the age.
Are completely different. Different decades, different things.
Oh boy. I can't. Hold on. Hey, Scott, got a question. The CDL driver can transport everyone. Is a bunch of people in a trailer called human trafficking? Just messing with you, Scott. Well, Scott says he's bringing the TT. He's not bringing one of the FedEx trucks. So we've got to work on getting a school bus if we're going to transport this many people back and forth to the beach. That or a deuce and a half. Something tells me, we have a taker. Hold on.
No, you're going to share a bunk bed with Scott. You guys are going to be the epitome of stepbrothers.
Thomas has agreed to share. We have a taker. Now, does Briggs have any tinkle accidents, or does Thomas go on the top bunk, or Scott with Mr. Briggs? We just have to know. Yes, you didn't know that Donnie was on the same time as us?
No, I thought he was in Canada. So Canada has a different.
It's Steve Small Engines. He's on a different time than all of us. And so is Brucey. Mm-hmm. Steve's really on a different time. Bruce on a little bit different time. But Donnie's the same as us. Mm-hmm. Oh, my God. Hold on. Mick has offered, and he said that he could be my maid.
He has the dress. Okay, Ontario.
I love it. Oh, this is going to be just so much fun.
As well.
I love it. This is great. On that note.
No, it has been an hour. We're a little bit over well needed. It is going to be ripping, roaring hot, so I just want to try and get a few things done. And then I could maybe try and take a little break to avoid this heat, but we shall see. Like I said, I have a lot of repair, so these things have to get done. It's not like a flipper. I could get it done.
And I can't promise we educated you on very much.
Thank you for the good laughs. If you guys didn't know, she needed this. She needed this, so I appreciate it. She really needed these good laughs.
And I kid you not. I don't just say this, either does he. If you are ever in our neck of the woods, and I mean this wholeheartedly, and you need a place to stop, our table is always open. Our door is always open. He knows I will whip up a meal, and I will crack open a beer or pour you a drink like you're part of the family. It is always an invite. I never will turn you away. And I hope that our fathers out there, you have a beautiful Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
We're going to be celebrating a belated Father's Day when his dad is back in town. It's going to be a big 4th of July weekend here for us. And I hope that whatever you do this weekend, remember our message this morning. Please, please, please remember kindness goes a long way. Stop and do the right thing. And remember, you are never, ever alone. You always have the Pate's Performance family. We are so grateful for all of you.
Remember, have a wonderful weekend. Have a better week. And remember, take care of yourself and each other. All right, guys.
Later.